Well, good afternoon. I'm Matt. This week on Behind the Curve Outdoors, we are going to be setting up the new Karma EQ in 30 caliber. Now, if you've been on the channel long enough or on the Instagram page long enough, you've probably seen several Karma products on my page. From John Ruppel's Red Panda and his new Red Panda in 35 cal. This winter, we did the torture test of the Karma SLS standard in 22, where we froze that gun in below zero weather for over 100 hours, and that semi-automatic system worked flawlessly. As of late, we've seen the Karma SLS Compact in 25 for some pretty serious pesting operations. And talking to the folks down at Donnie FL and making them aware of my situation with newborn fawns being dropped in the area, newborn calves at the farms, and our explosion in the predator population, as in like coyotes and things. My concerns were that we needed to eliminate some of that coyote population, and so set me back with a Karma EQ in 30 cal for a little bit more oomph and a little bit more knockdown power. To help us accomplish that mission, we're going to top this EQ with the DNT Optics Zulus 2 to have some of that night vision capability. We're going to put on a Saber Tactical bottle clamp and pair that up with the UTG Goliath bipod to really ring out some accuracy and make some of those longer range shots if need be. Should be a fun week. Let's get this gun set up, let's get it tuned, and let's get it in the field.
This week's video is brought to you by Donnie FL, Karma Air Guns, AEA Pellets, Saber Tactical, and DNT Optics. Now, for the shot of the week.
Well, this shot of the week was pretty phenomenal. Mike Kecker shooting a Karma SLS in 25 caliber, threads the pellet right over the barn ridge on a 55-yard pigeon. Well, the first thing I'm going to put on the EQ is a Saber Tactical Universal Bottle Clamp. Part number for that is ST0030. It's the 52 millimeter clamp. I chose to go with the one with the Picatinny version on the bottom because my UTG bipod is a Picatinny version. They also make these clamps in the Arca Swiss, if that's the kind of attachment you have for your bipods or your tripods or whatever you want to mount the rifle to. Really well designed. Love the rubberized coating inside. It gives extra grip to the bottle and keeps your bottle from becoming damaged in the field. A pretty easy setup. Basically on the side of the clamp there's 3 screws. These just need to be loosened up with a number 4 Allen key, and then it slides over the top of the bottle and you tighten the screws back down. So you might want to play with where you want to place it on the bottle, a little forward, a little rear, kind of a personal preference or how you kind of gun tunes, but I'm going to place mine just kind of in the center for now to give me a good starting point, and we'll make adjustments as need be. All right, let's get this DNT Zulus 2 out of the box and see what we're working with. Put this in a pocket so we don't lose it. Oh yeah. There we go. It's like a cleaning cloth, instruction manual. Wow, this is nice. Compared to the sight mark I had on the rifle, this is a temporary aiming solution. This is pretty lightweight. This looks pretty good. Very nice packaging. Very nice. Keep things safe in the shipping process. All right, well, I'm gonna read some instructions and we're gonna get this thing built and put on the rifle, and I'll see you in a bit. So after much playing, we I think we're settled on what we're gonna do for now. I'm sure I'll change my mind in a couple days when I'm shooting some stuff and need to adjust it just a little bit. But I think for now, I'm gonna call it good. Torque those down. All right, let's get it charged up and let's get some shots. The gun set at 2100 PSI. We're shooting the AEA Diablo 45 grain pellets. Let's see where it chronos. Okay, so there you have it. 5 shots. Didn't get too crazy with it, but looks like 926 for a high, 922 for a low with a spread of 4. And I think the standard deviation there was like 1.6. I think everybody who's had their hands on a Karma, whether it be from the Red Panda to the SLS to now the EQs, I think that's something that they've grown accustomed to, is these low spreads and these low standard deviations. So awesome, right on the money. So let's get some groups down range and see how well she shoots. All right, so target's down there 30 yards. Just try to get a 0 on this and we'll take it from there. All right, there's the first 3 shots. Not too bad. Make some adjustments here. Okay, so there we have it. Not even inch low, quarter inch low. I got 3 shots in that same hole there. Looks pretty good. Well, so I'm gonna put a 50-yard 0 on this gun. I put the target out to 50 yards. Get the scope set here. Let's take a couple more shots and make sure it's on the money. So here I am. I think I'm about to hit the record button on the Zulus, but I failed to press it all the way and the scope didn't record the shots. But we took a few shots from 50 yards, got the gun zeroed in, and about this time the sun decided that it was going to heat up my cell phone enough where it went into life-saving mode, and so I was unable to capture any further pictures of the group. But we got a pretty solid group at 50 yards. Roughly about a half an inch or so. All right, so now we got the EQ all tuned up and ready to go. Let's see if we can't make some of these barnyard pests go away. This is the first of 4 farms that I worked that day. This farm in particular has a huge pigeon problem, and there's never a shortage of targets. Almost scored a double on this one. This is farm number 2, where this rabbit was coming out of some lilies. Quick like a bunny. I'll get them next time. Stop number 4 was a local business that has a ground squirrel problem that's been destroying septic tanks. The 30 cal has no shortage of power here. Watch the background as it passes through the squirrel and knocks down a cornstalk. The last stop of the day, I stopped at a farm to help knock down the local starling population. Well, there you have it. The Karma EQ in 30 caliber. Power balanced with precision. This gun handled everything from ground squirrels to rabbits and a few things in between. And I couldn't be happier with how this gun performed this week. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope to see you next week. Until then, shoot straight and take your air gun for a walk.